Okay, so these are the first grouping of cards. The Lenormands up here are at the top, which I've used before. And then I've started using standard playing cards. They're the equivalent of the tarot minus the major arcana. So the diamonds represent the pentacles, the spades represent the swords, the hearts represent the cups, and the clubs, which are, there's only one club in here, represents the wands. And then these are on the left side right here are just a basic oracle deck. So at the Lenormand cards, you see the fish and the child. This represents new business opportunities, a second form of income, maybe something surrounding children. So it could be child support issues. It could also be doing a form of business that involves children. And then the path and the bear is another set of cards, pairing of cards that represent a secondary or new source of income. The bear actually in this context is represented by a boss or a mother figure. So with that, it could be something to do with a new form of income or a second business or doing your own business, something along those lines. The sun in the book represent secrets. The book represents a secret. The sun represents finding out good information. So it's not a bad secret. It's just something that you didn't know that's coming to you. That's a good piece of information that's going to make you happy. And then, of course, the heart and the man represent a man, very passionate man who has very loving feelings. And then when you look down here at the playing cards, the top 3 cards and 3 cards, and then the bottom 3 cards and 3 cards kind of are read together. So up here you see the Queen of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, the 3 of Spades, which is Swords, and the King of Swords, which is Spades. So it looks like a woman and a man together in the heartbreak. The 3 of Spades is the Swords, which represent heartbreak, so it looks like maybe the past relationship with Sam. The Spades represents Swords, which is a man who's caught in his head, very logical, to the point where he doesn't process his emotions. All of his decisions are made in his head. He can't get past that, can't get to any part of honoring his own feelings or intuitively being connected to what he really wants to do. Just the head overrides everything. And the Queen of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, represents a woman who wants tangible things. She wants to build a life. She wants positive expression. She wants someone to show her. And with the King of Spades and the 3 of Spades, it's like he just is too much in his head and can't express things. Now, the 5 of Spades is the 5 of Swords, which represents winning the battle but not winning the war. So a victory in an area that maybe leaves you feeling flat. And the 6 of Spades of Swords is peaceful journeys. So you're getting to a more peaceful place from coming from a place of not feeling good about how things maybe turned out. And the 4 of Spades, Swords, represents peace and rest. So with the 6 of Spades and Swords, it's almost like I feel like you need to take a journey or a trip where you get some rest. Also, when you go back up here to the path and the bear and the children, maybe a trip with your mom and your kids together, somewhere where you can get you yourself can get a lot of rest. A fun trip together for you guys that makes you feel very peaceful and serene, helps you kind of, I don't know, process some of the more negative things that have happened and just get some really good rest. Down here, it's pretty, like, it pops out to me. There's, a very loving, heart-centered man. Everything he does comes from his heart. He's very emotional. He's very centered around his feelings, very in touch with them. For any negative faults he has, I think he overcomes them with being very heart-centered. The 4 of Hearts represents the 4 of Cups, which can represent a little bit of desperation in love. So maybe he comes off a little needy and a little too much at times, but I think it's just part of his being so centered on that area of his life. He just can't take his focus off of that, and behind that there's a true desire for the Ace of Cups, Ace of Hearts, which is the beginning of a new relationship. So maybe at times he comes off as a little too much but it's all sincere, basically. And then the connector card between the Queen of Clubs, which is the equivalent of the Wands, and the King of Hearts, which is Cups, which is him, is the Six of Hearts, which is Cups. The Six of Cups hearts represents the past, fond memories, someone from your past coming back, also being friends, having fun together. So I think what will alleviate nerves surrounding him, or fear of moving forward, or lack of desire to move forward, will just be treating him like a friend and having fun with him as a friend. And I think it will help cement a bond together and will lead you to where you're naturally going to go. I think there'll be less of a struggle because he's more heart-centered than, say, this king who's more head-centered. I mean, it's quite a job to try to get someone out of their head and into their heart, and it's a lot. And down here, there's no work to be done. He's already there. And with the Nine of Diamonds, Pentacles, that represents having a life that you've built up for yourself that's quite good, so you enjoy your life. All the things around you are exactly as you want them. You have everything you need. In regards to love, it can also represent that the person that you're wishing for is already there. He's already around. Also, back up to here, not being able to get tangibles out of a relationship with the past, not being able to get, the Queen of Diamonds wants something tangible, and the King of Spades or Swords is very much caught in his head. I think with the Nine of Diamonds down here, you'll get the diamonds out of this situation, pardon the pun, but you will get the things that you actually want out of this. And then the oracle cards are honor, love, gratitude, and chance. So I think if you honor yourself, when you want to do something, do it. When you don't want to do something, don't do it. Don't push yourself too quickly into anything. As that if you do, you'll have a backlash, or you'll have a resistance, and it'll come off, I think, as rejection right here, and you don't want to do that. So just go as slow as you need and honor yourself and cultivate more self-love by doing what you want when you want. Also some gratitude. Maybe as time wears on, you'll get more grateful for the things that have happened and realize how they really kind of were the right thing for you. Gratitude for what you have right now. And I think it'll all fall into place. Taking a chance on a new situation, a new man, new relationship will be just the natural course of events and will be quite easy.